book up wide and meet adventures that wait for you. Live and learn and laugh and play whenever your dream comes true. You could swim along the river all the way to the sea. You could fly up in the sky above the clouds and trees. You could plant a flower garden up on top of the moon. You could swing through the jungle all afternoon. Wherever our story takes us, I can't wait to see. Yes, friends, come and read with me. It's Online Storytime.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Online Storytime at your Grand Rapids Area Library. I'm Miss Tracy.
I'm Grandma Pat.
And we're both very, very excited to see you today. So Grandma Pat, before we start talking about that thing we're going to talk about today, should we sing?
Yes. Okay.
Storytime friends, would you sing with us? Remember, clap whatever you've got. Here we go. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. And I can't wait for the stories we have today. Grandma Pat, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm a little sleepy. I don't know if I can talk about anything right now. This chair is so nice. Oh, no, we do have to talk about something though, don't we?
Yeah, but it's a nice thing to talk about.
It is. Yeah, look at how peaceful she looks. He looks. They look.
Yep.
Oh,
Today, I think we're going to talk about bedtime. About that time of the day when you can actually finally crawl into your bed and just relax and wait for the good dreams to come. That's a really peaceful, wonderful time of the day. Hey, I've got a finger play about bedtime. Do you want to learn it?
I love it.
All right, Storytime friends, this is a baby. Can you find a baby on your hand? There you go. And this is Mother's lap.
Oh, how
All
nice.
right? And this is how this goes. It says, here is a baby ready for a nap. Lay her down in her mother's lap. Cover her up so she won't peek. Rock her till she's fast asleep. Nice job. You never knew you had a baby with you all the time, did you? Gonna do it one more time? Okay. Here is a baby ready for a nap. Lay her down in her mother's lap. Cover her up so she won't peek. Rock her till she's fast asleep. Oh, that's such a delightful one. How about one more hand play that we can do about sleep? And this one is called Big Yellow Moon. Can you make a big yellow moon? Can you make a moon with your hands? All right, this is how this goes. Big yellow moon shines so bright, glides across the starry night, looks down on me, asleep in my bed, whispers, "Good night, sleepyhead." Big yellow moon, your turn is done. Here comes Mr. Morning Sun. I wake up. You go to bed. Sleep well, moon, you sleepyhead. Isn't that fun? The moon put us to bed, and then in the morning, we could put the moon to bed. Grandma Pat, what do you like about bedtime?
Oh, I like crawling into my sheets. I used to take a bath or a shower at night, so I crawl into my sheets, and it's so nice and cozy, and pull them up over my shoulders, and then just relax. I love doing that. And I have a fun bed, too. I have a bed that you push a button, and the back goes up a little bit, and the feet go up a little bit, and it's really, really comfortable. It's great for reading books, too, like that.
Now, when I was little, I liked to sleep with a special animal, a special stuffed animal. Did you ever sleep with anything?
I did. I usually slept with my dog. But I did have dolls. I had all kinds of dolls, and in my old bedroom, they had a crib it was a big bedroom, so they just left the crib there for company and all that. And put all my dolls in the crib, and they lined up so nicely. So that was nice. Yeah. So I slept with one of those. Usually a soft one.
And it's fun to think about bedtime, isn't it? Yeah. So do you have any good stories about bedtime?
I've got a couple of good stories, and that bunny one you will not believe. Our first bunny book, Miss Tracy, is about this cute little bunny here. Bunny should be sleeping. I wonder if any of our friends have heard that. It's written by Amy Hest and Renata Luska, did the pictures. Oh, look at that. Bunny should be sleeping.
And did it say it came to us from Neil Porter Books?
It did. It said that right there.
Awesome.
From New York. It is a cold winter night. Bunny should be sleeping, but he is listening instead, listening to the quiet. It was very, very quiet. Bunny's toes are warm, his blanket is soft, and the moon hovers over the pond. Bunny should be sleeping, but here in his bed in the quiet, all by himself in the quiet, Bunny waits. Soon, Dad will come. He will come in the night to check on his little bunny. Come on, Dad, check on me, check on me, check on me. Oh, it is hard to wait. Sometimes a bunny simply can't wait. He just needs his dad. Bunny slides off his bed and slides into his slippers.
He's got bunny slippers.
He does have bunny slippers. It is very dark here, except for the moon that shines on his wagon. One by one, he puts things in his wagon, things for Dad on a cold winter night. Water, a blanket, a cookie, and their special favorite book with so many favorite pictures. Finally, the wagon is packed. Bunny travels fast to the room next door, Dad's room. It is very dark here, except for the moon that shines on Dad, sleeping. Bunny parks his wagon and stands close to the bed. The bed is high, and he looks up high at Dad sleeping. You forgot to check on me, Bunny whispers. Dad rolls over and over. He rolls to the other side of the bed. What's Bunny doing right there? Thirsty? Says Bunny, pouring water for Dad. But Dad sleeps on, so Bunny drinks the water. Cold toes? Says Bunny, unrolling a soft blanket for Dad, but Dad sleeps on. So Bunny hops around the room in his billowy parachute blanket. Hungry? Says Bunny, sniffling the cookie for Dad. But Dad sleeps on, so Bunny eats the cookie. Bunny feels a great sigh coming.
He flops against the bed and out comes a great big sigh. Afterward, he reaches up high, then very high, tapping Dad, tap, tap, on the nose. Dad's eyes pop open. Oh! Bunny blinks. Oh! You forgot to check on me, says Bunny, so here I am. Indeed, agrees Dad, here you are. Dad feels a great yawn coming, and out comes a great big yawn. Afterward, he holds out his arms, and Bunny jumps in. Sometimes a dad just needs his little bunny, whispers Dad. Indeed, Bunny whispers back. Slowly, they turn the pages of their special favorite book. Dad checks on Bunny, and Bunny checks on Dad. They listen to the quiet, and the moon hovers over the pond. Look how comfortable they are. And Bunny should be sleeping.
Storytime friends, Grandma Pat,
Yeah.
are you ready for a flannel board?
Oh, I love a flannel board. Those guys are cute.
And guess what? They are all getting ready for bed. Storytime friends, do you see the animals we have up here? We have a bunny. What's this guy? Yeah, a raccoon. This is a fox. What's he? He is a bear. And finally, an owl. And it's time for all of our forest friends to head off to bed. But guess what? They all would like to have a warm, cozy blanket. So let's see if we can get them all covered up and snuggled up and ready for bed. This poem is called 5 Cozy Blankets, and I have them all in my hand. Here we go, are you ready? 5 cozy blankets with patterns galore. 1 covered rabbit. And then there were 4. You see rabbits all cozy. 4 cozy blankets, as cuddly as can be. 1 covered raccoon. And then there were 3. I liked making this blanket because it kind of reminded me of a birthday cake. So I like to think that raccoon is all cozy under his birthday cake blanket. So how many animals do we have left? That's right. And we have 3 blankets. 3 cozy blankets with dots, red and blue. 1 covered fox. And then there were 2. 2 cozy blankets made just for fun. 1 covered bear. And then there was 1. 1 cozy blanket was left out in the sun. It covered owl. And then there were none. Should we count our blankets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cozy blankets. And I hope tonight when you go to bed, you have a cozy blanket to snuggle up with. Good night, friends. Thanks for playing.
Oh, Miss Tracy, you're gonna like this book because it's talking about an old house, and I think you like old houses.
I do like old houses.
This is called Time for Bed, Old House, and it's written by Janet Costa Bates, and it's illustrated by A.G. Ford. It's brought to us by Candlewick Press. Look at that big old house. Isaac loved the new pajamas he got for his first sleepover at Grandpop's house. He loved laughing and playing with Grandpop, but he didn't love the thought of sleeping away from home. It can be a problem.
That's hard to do sometimes.
It really is. I'm not sleepy, Isaac said. Then stay awake, Grandpop said. But it's time to put the house to bed. I never heard of putting a house to bed, said Isaac. Well, little buddy, said Grandpop, let me show you and Bear how it's done. First, you move kind of quiet and slow. Grandpop took soft, slow steps across the room. Isaac took soft, slow steps behind him. Now, let's make it nice and dark and cozy, Grandpop said, and he turned off the light. Click, click, click. What's that noise? Asked Isaac. He reached for Grandpop's hand. It's just Snuffles, Grandpop said. The old dog plodded across the floor, nails clicking. Isaac gave Snuffles a pat. With Isaac and Snuffles following, Grandpop stepped softly down the hallway. He paused at the light switch and looked at Isaac. Isaac reached up and turned it off. Squeak, squeak, squeak. What's that noise? Asked Isaac. Grandpa brought Isaac over to the window and pointed. The wind is blowing your swings back and forth, he said. Isaac could see them moving in the moonlight. See it way back there? Now, come on, sport, we're not done yet. Grandpop carefully pulled down the window shades. Looks like the house is closing its eyes to sleep, he said. Creak, creak, creak. What's that noise? Asked Isaac. This old house makes sleepy sounds just like you, said Grandpop. You yawn, you stretch. I bet you even snore. I don't think I snore, said Isaac. Grandpop shrugged. But if you're sleeping, how do you know? He chuckled loudly, then caught himself and put his hand over his mouth. Come on, little pal, Grandpop said softly. They tiptoed up the stairs. When Snuffles yawned, a squeaky yawn, Grandpop put his finger to his lips and whispered, Shh, Snuffles, shh. They went into Mama's old bedroom. Time to read a bedtime story to the house, Grandpop said quietly to Isaac. But I can't read yet, Isaac said quietly to Grandpop. I bet you can read pictures. Grandpop settled himself into a big chair by the bed and held out a book to Isaac. Just tell me what you see on each page. Isaac climbed onto Grandpop's lap and described the first picture. A little boy is looking out the window. There's snow on the ground. Isaac turned the page. He's outside wearing a red jacket. Good job, said Grandpop. Keep going. When Isaac finished reading the pictures in the book, he rested his head on Grandpop's shoulder. He could hear him breathing slow and steady. He looked up and saw that he had read Grandpop to sleep. Oh, boy. Now, what's he going to do? Isaac carefully climbed off the chair. He covered Grandpop with a blanket. Isn't that kind? Then, taking soft, slow steps, Isaac walked over to the window. He gently closed the shade and whispered, Time for bed, old house. When the grandfather clock chimed from the hallway, Isaac put his finger to his lips. Shh, Mr. Clock, shh. Isaac settled himself into bed, picked up a book, and in a soft voice read the pictures to Bear. When he was done, he quietly turned off the lamp. Click, click, click. He reached out to pet Snuffles. Squeak, squeak, squeak. He thought of the fun he and Bear would have on the swings tomorrow. Creak, creak, creak. Tonight he would sleep well in the old house. And if that old house could hear, then it too would have heard the bedtime stories. Snore, snore, snore. Time for bed, old house.
Hi, Storytime friends. Hey, Grandma Pat.
Yeah.
Are you ready to wave a scarf?
Oh, I love scarves.
So, Storytime friends, out of your Storytime kit, I'd like you to find your scarf. I'm going to give the green one to Grandma Pat.
That's my favorite.
If you don't have a scarf, what else could you use? Yep, a sock, a Kleenex, a paper towel. You could use anything that you could wave. And as Grandma Pat pointed out to us a couple of weeks ago, if you don't have anything to wave, you can still wave your hand. That's right. All right, so we haven't done our scarf warm-up. Excuse me? Did you hear something? Hello? Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Storytime friends, Elephant would like to join us today. Hello, Grandma Pat.
Hi, Elephant.
Hello, Storytime friends. Elephant, we are delighted to see you. Why don't you sit right there while we wave our scarves. All right, so we haven't done our scarf warm-up in a while. So if you have never heard it or if you have forgotten it, just follow along. The words are really easy. Here we go. My scarf goes up, my scarf goes down, my scarf goes around, 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 around. My scarf goes in, my scarf comes out, my scarf flies about, 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 about. Woo! That was fun, wasn't it? Do you think we can do that again, but do it faster? Okay, here we go. My scarf goes up, my scarf goes down, my scarf goes around, 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 around. My scarf goes in, my scarf comes out, my scarf flies about, 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 about. Woo! Ha! Did you see my scarf go flying? It was flying about, about, about. That's right. Okay. Now I think we have to calm down a little bit because it's time to get ready for bed. And that's what this next song is called. It's called Getting Ready for Bed. And the first thing we're going to do is wash our face. Can you use your scarf to pretend to wash your face? Here we go. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face when we get ready for bed. This is the way we wash our arms, wash our arms, wash our arms. This is the way we wash our arms when we get ready for bed. What else can we wash? Yeah, how about our hair? Ready? This is the way we wash our hair, wash our hair, wash our hair. This is the way we wash our hair when we get ready for bed. Let's do our tummies. This is the way we wash our tummy, wash our tummy, wash our tummy. This is the way we wash our tummy when we get ready for bed. And now I think we need to dry out our towel because it's all wet. Here we go. This is the way we dry our towel, dry our towel, dry our towel. This is the way we dry our towel. Now we're ready for bed. Good night, Storytime friends. Hey, thanks for playing. Storytime friends, what a great time I had today. Grandma Pat, I loved hearing your stories about the dolls that you slept with when you were little.
Oh, yes.
And how cozy your bed must be now, the way it lifts up. That's really fancy.
Nice bed.
And I Bunny should be sleeping, Bunny was just waiting for Dad to come in and say goodnight. But Bunny took care of things. I like a bunny that just takes care of things on their own. No fuss, no muss, just get her done. And I loved how Grandpa helped his grandson get all ready for the house to go to sleep. Yep.
Who went to sleep first?
Well, I think Grandpa went to sleep first.
I think that's the way it goes sometimes.
But you know what's the same about those stories? In those stories, Bunny and the young boy both put themselves to bed.
They did,
That was a really big thing to do. And then of course we had all of our forest friends and all their nice cozy blankets. It was fun to put them to bed too, because they're all wrapped up so cozy. And now I wonder, maybe sadly, if it's time for us to go.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll go take a nap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't know this, but it's raining outside right now,
Mhm.
outside of our windows, and it looks like it's a really good time for a nap. So maybe that's what we should do. Or I'll just go back to work. One of those things. Anyway, story time friends, before you go, would you sing with us? All right, here we go. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Story time is done today. Now it's time to go and play. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Yawn, yawn, yawn.